What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy. I'm coming at you with another video, and today we're continuing to actually talk about Doctor Who, because for those of you that aren't aware, when it came to the 60th anniversary special, both the 60th anniversary special and the Church on Ruby Road were both panned by general audiences across the board. When you go over to the 60th anniversary special, it's sitting at a 43% over on Rotten Tomatoes, and when you come over here to the actual Church on Ruby Road, the first outing of a brand new Doctor, and the first Christmas special in a long time, it's sitting at a 32% over on Rotten Tomatoes. And the rating scores don't even make it any better, because as you can blatantly see over the overnight ratings, viewership continued to trend downwards week over week over week. Now, when it comes to the consolidated viewership, you could trust those for the first three specials, but when it comes to the actual Christmas special, you can't trust that because it came out a week later after when it was supposed to actually drop, showing you that they were actually doing some little fudgery when it comes to the actual Doctor Who story and what they were reporting on. So these numbers here can't be trusted. Now, recently we ended up having in a variety of articles, both Ncuti Gatwa and Russell T Davies decide to come out and attack audiences that aren't very pleased with how Doctor Who has been going and weren't really changed on their opinions via the 60th anniversary special and the Christmas special. Yeah, Ncuti Gatwa come out here and tell people verbatim to go touch grass, don't watch it, and go do something better. God, just leave him alone. You had Russell T Davies come out here and say that all of his doctors that he's designed in the past were queer. Those are Russell T Davies' own words. You also then have another one where Ncuti Gatwa comes out and says, anyone that has a problem with someone who's not a straight white man playing this character, you're not really, truly a fan. Which the argument isn't that Ncuti Gatwa couldn't have done the job from the get-go. The argument is that he's just not the Doctor. He does not have a presence. Nobody cares that he's gay or black. He's just not the Doctor. But you also had promises of more ideology coming. You had people promising more ideology, whether it's from Ncuti Gatwa's own words saying that there will be an episode based on his brand new race and episodes based from his very leftist liberal bubble. You had Millie Gibson come out here promising that there will be more controversial elements to attract the Gen Z demographic, which does not exist. But the biggest problem, outside of them attacking the fans, outside of them pushing more progressive ideology and more progressive propaganda within their actual show and content, is the reality that nobody's gonna be watching it, because this got announced roughly a couple months ago that the brand new streaming schedule for Doctor Who will be giving it to America first via Disney Plus and England second. The British audience gets it second. It's no longer a British show, it is an American show just made by British individuals for a British audience. But you've already chased off your entire demographics. You're not making it for the audience it's actually designed for. And I know Russell T Davies has been going around saying, no, it's a bad idea to do this, it's a bad idea to do this, it's a bad idea to do this. Well, just recently he came out and said this. RTD defends controversial UK midnight scheduling of Series 14, says even kids should stay up. So now you have RTD, he already recognizes that this entire change is bad. He's been on Instagram saying that this is a bad move, that he doesn't like this. But now he's coming out here saying, you know what, I'm going to defend it, and I'm going to tell you guys, everybody stay up, make an event of it, do what they used to do with like Game of Thrones and stuff like that. Man, have watch parties, but stay up till midnight on Saturday just to watch a show that audiences have already checked out on. And when you read his actual quotes, it's even more insane. In the latest issue of DWM, now available, Russell T Davies defends the change in a lengthy column. You're not having to change your habits to fit the show is changing to fit you. And it's adapting to the pattern of modern TV shows, which I believe will soon be the norm. This is the future, and it's already here. The problem is fitting the norm means that you're now stepping away from your actual audience. You're now going away from the people that actually made your show more profitable and what the show was originally designed for. It was designed for a British audience. Now you're not delivering it to a British audience. To be fair, there's nobody that actually really cares about Doctor Who right now, except for a handful of virtue signaling weirdos. But the blatant regard of this is if you want the show to do good, you deliver it to Britain first, America second. If you want to simulcast it to America along at the same time, you still need to be distributing it over in Britain first. You need to build it around Britain. You need to build it around that audience because that is the audience that it was always designed for. Now it's no longer even designed for them. It's no longer designed for literally anybody because you just threw aside your core audience. But he keeps getting better. As the very late release timing in the UK, which might exclude younger viewers, RTD has a simple response. Stay up, have a party. This includes kids. Too many children attend midnight releases of new Harry Potter books. It was part of the excitement, a story they would remember for years. I'd especially recommend staying up for episode 7 because it's quite shocking. There might even be screaming. The thing is though, but you already chased away your audience. You already chased away your core demographic. You already made it so that nobody really cares about your show. When you come back over here to the actual ratings, these are ratings based on the BBC numbers, BBC iPlayer included. And even though you can't trust the BBC iPlayer, those numbers get included in this. Overnight viewership was at an all-time low. It was the worst viewership ever for the first outing of a brand new Doctor and the first Christmas special in a long time. Heck, an episode from the 70s beat out these numbers. It's a joke of a show. So from the get-go, you have people already checked out. People aren't watching. People don't care. People aren't paying for the TV license. People aren't doing anything like that over in the actual UK. And these numbers are continuing to dwindle down. So your answer to this is instead of delivering it to the audience that it should be made for from the get-go, we're going to now be delivering it to an American audience. And here in the States, it's not doing any better. Nobody cares about it. Nobody watched it. Hell, when you come over to here, these are Samba TV tracking data. Because in order to watch it here in the States, you must either find a way to watch it on the BBC iPlayer or Disney Plus. When it comes to streaming and stuff, there's no easy way to track these numbers. But a system that is used to help track these numbers is systems like Samba TV. Now, when you use Samba TV data, you must also use other Samba TV data just to give you the idea because that's the best way to actually track this stuff. Here is the top 10 streaming data of each of those weeks, okay? Each week, the 60th anniversary special came out. I don't see Doctor Who on week 1. Well, here's the second week. No Doctor Who. Here's the third week. No Doctor Who. Because the reality is, even in the States, nobody's watching this show. Nobody cares about this show. There's no evidence that people actually are tuning in to watch the show, and the viewership data tells it as it is. This show is done for. It gets 2 seasons outright via the Disney deal. But just because it's getting those 2 seasons doesn't mean there's going to be a season 3. Doesn't mean they're going to push forward. Heck, even these seasons are only like 7 to 8 episodes when the show used to boast 20 some episodes per season, several episodes per season, and now you're even getting less of that in each season. The show's on a downward spiral. The show will more than likely get canceled after its second season because there is nobody wanting to participate in this IP anymore. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me get you guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it out, friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.